episode, we are going to be speaking to Mr. Naguib Zaky Bassili, who was one of the founding members of the Coptic Church and Coptic community in Melbourne, Australia. Naguib, thank you very much for your time today.
Welcome anytime.
So you started to do church, but in Khalil Latif's home.
Yes.
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 And was that every week?
Every Saturday, every week. Yes.
Every week.
And at that time we used to go to the port of Melbourne and ask about the ships arriving from overseas, having pilgrims with them, not pilgrims, migrants with them. We used to go with Khalil or Albert Saad and go to the port, and when the ship comes, and we used to speak in Arabic. And all the people, oh, Arabic people, oh, yes. We usually to take them, show them how to, give them rooms or houses to live in, help them to go to schools, try to get them jobs. And we told them about the community, about the gathering together. We used to do that every week when the ships comes. After a little while, the number of the community is gathered were too many, and we started to rent a hall in the church of St. Nicholas Church in Wellington Parade and Richmond Street in Richmond. We used to rent the hall near the church. The church was not working because they have no priest at that time. We went there for a couple of weeks. We used to get all the ladies, all the people working with Kraft cheese, Tom Piper, or every company using food. They used to buy cheap food, get them to us, and we sold them in the weekend, and we get all the money in for the church. We had one fellow called Sabri Edis. He used to come and read he was a very close friend to Bishop Gregorius. They were very friends and we were very close friends. And he used to read that book, the ancient books of the ancient people, of the pharaohs, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, 1 hour every Saturday. So the people got rid of him because it's long time and it has nothing to do with us. But he wanted to confirm the Trinity in the books. So we get rid of him. We told him no, we don't need any reading of these books. So he was very upset a little, but he didn't come anymore. We knew from Egypt that our Pope Kyrillos, His Holiness Pope Kyrillos, ordained Abuna, Father Mina Na'matallah, to come to Sydney. And he told us before we came here, try to gather together and get the community, and we'll send you another priest to help you and serve you there in Melbourne. So we told him to pray for us, and we went here. So we knew that Abuna, Father Mina Na'matallah, was coming on the Greek vessel Patras on the 23rd of January 1969 in Perth. He will arrive in Perth. So we rang him and we told him, please make sure you be ready to come to us and make us a service. We had a permission from the people in the church to do the mass in the church. It's the St. Nicholas Church. They are Syrian Orthodox. So when when the ship came, we went and got Sabadar Namatallah, and we went immediately to the church. It was on the 24th of January 1969. We got him and they made the service, went to the church. It was about 6 o'clock in the evening. We had the mass, and we were very happy to receive him. And we took him back to the ship immediately because the ship was leaving at 10 o'clock at night going to Perth.
Sydney.
To Sydney, sorry, I'm sorry. We had a promise from Father Mina Namatallah to come to us here every month. On Saturday, he will make a mass for us on Saturdays. He agreed to come every month, and every Friday evening he comes to us and do the service on Saturdays. Every Saturday, every month.
And where was he staying? In those early days, where was Aborning Namatallah staying?
He used to stay with sometimes Alphonse, sometimes with other friends. I'm not very sure. I cannot remember them.
Yeah.
So after a little while, the community of the church in Nicholas Church, they said, you are too many people and you are making a lot of noise around us, so please don't come anymore here. So we rented the hall a bit close to them, and now it is Fire Brigade in Richmond Street. We stayed there for a while, and we were growing every month with the people coming from ships. We asked our father Mina Namatallah to get us a priest, and we told him we want to put a letter to ask His Holiness Pope Kyrillos to send us a priest, and we want him to be to know English, to speak English, and so on. And our Mina Namatallah told, no, you don't have to say anything. Pope Kyrillos has the right to choose anyone he likes. We cannot say him to English or whatever. No, you cannot challenge it. You cannot change. You cannot ask for anybody. He will do the job. We told him okay. So His Holiness Pope Kyrillos ordained Father Abuna or Father Victor Raphael to come here to Melbourne to serve us. He came here in April 1971, and he started service very good. And after a while, it was a bit late. His Pope Kyrillos was died, and Pope Shenouda came in as the Pope. And he sent us Abuna Mina Mikhail to help us with Abuna Victor in serving the people here.
Right. And Naguib, where was Abuna Victor serving? What church?
Abuna Victor, when he came here, we didn't have any church yet. We rented a house for him in Coburg, and we rented the small house, and it was wooden house in Coburg, to do the masses there, to move the service every Sunday. After a little while, we had Kamal Abdel Masih. He was a very good fellow with Abuna Victor and the community of that time. They went and they were looking for churches, and they found the St. Mary Church in Kensington. And they bought it for $47,000 at that time. And all the young people, they changed the altar and changed all the things and do it as a Christian Orthodox church, because it was a Catholic church or I don't know. But they changed the church and they maintained it as Coptic Orthodox Church.
What happened after St Mary's Coptic Orthodox Church was bought in Kensington? How many were in the congregation at that time? How many people went to St Mary's in 1972 when it was bought?
I think we were a few hundreds people. Few hundreds. I can't remember them, but there were quite a few numbers.
And on reflection, looking back in terms of Aborning and Namatala coming to Australia to Melbourne on the 24th of January 1969, how did that make you feel, knowing that we had a Coptic priest now doing a mass in Melbourne?
That was very joyful. It was everybody was very, very happy. And Angel Hasaballah, her father was a priest, and she was very happy with that, and she brought us a lot of liturgy books and hymns books before Abuna Victor came in, and that was helpful.
And in terms of Abuna Mina Namatala making a commitment with the Melbourne Coptic congregation to come from Sydney every month, once a month, to service the Melbourne families on top of his commitments with Sydney. Do you have anything to say about to the Coptic Church in Egypt and Australia about Abuna Mina Namatala's dedication to the Melbourne congregation?
He was very helpful. He was very kind, and he didn't charge us for it. We didn't give any money at all. He came we used to send him the tickets by plane, and he used to come and stay us for the 2 days. At that time, all the ladies used to do the korban for the communion. But later on, when
Abuna Victor?
Before Father Victor, before our bishop Samuel, he came here to visit us before, and he told us no ladies can do this korban. It has to be by men. So we choose some deacons from the young men to do the korban every month, to do the masses.
Right. And in terms of on the 24th of January 2019, that marked 50 years of the Coptic Church in Australia.
That is correct.
And Naguib, you have been here for 51 years, and Alphonse has been in Australia for 52 years.
Yes.
In terms of final comments, what do you want to share in terms of your thoughts on the Coptic Church in Melbourne, Australia?
Thank God, when we came here, there was no church. Now we've got, I can't remember, about 13 or 14 churches, and the monastery, and the congregation is few hundred of thousands. I think it's 200,000 or 300,000 people now.
Yeah.
So it has grown up quickly, and thank God there's very good people here. So.
Yeah. Naguib, thank you so much for your time today, and obviously your hard work in the early days was instrumental in starting the Coptic community in the Coptic Church in Melbourne, Australia. So thank you very much for giving your time and sharing your memories and reflections with us today.
I thank you very much, and I'm sorry I didn't remember all the things quickly, because my memory is a bit difficult to remember things. I'm nearly 90 years old, so my memory is not too good.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you very much for your time
today. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your help to me. And
no worries.
Thank you.